welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Running things on the opposite sideline, Bills head coach Joe Brady. His side not as fortunate in their opener, hoping the home crowd can will them to the victory here in Week 2. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And Thursday night primetime is underway. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the first player to have his number retired at the University of Wyoming. And hey, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing in the league, Brock might have it retired by Buffalo in the future, too. Here is Josh Allen.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Back to throw now, Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. His first throw is an interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that one right there, that looked awfully similar to some of the ones he made a week ago. They couldn't survive his 2 interceptions in that game. And I'll tell you what happens here. Some of those defensive guys start murmuring a little bit like, come on, stop turning it over.
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. And it's going to be the former #1 pick, 11th-year pro at quarterback now, climbing the career leaderboards each and every week. Here's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today. But Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
33-yard line.
Goff on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
I don't think we're ever going to get away from the stat line of turnovers and winning that turnover margin being the biggest singular key in the NFL, Kate. But I'll tell you what, when you run for 100 yards plus, you win 70% of the time. They did a week ago with this guy, and he's off to an excellent start.
Left side, caught by Dortch. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
So they stop him after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs. That's Gibbs in the backfield on first. And he is already up to a handful of carries here on this opening drive. Goff setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Here's Goff now on first. And he has started this game perfect, connecting on all 4 passes after that last one. From the red zone on first. That one's complete right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, well, they go on to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start it.
Look at you dropping numbers. Bates' extra points is up and good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Bills nothing.
Fox now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And time to hit a quick reset here, partner, after they find themselves behind following that opening drive INT.
Yeah, you say reset, I say Control-Alt-Delete. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You got to flush it in a hurry.
Short pass brought in. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down.
At the 28-yard line.
And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Allen. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
So 20 yards on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory. Here's the numbers a week ago for Cook. 11 carries, good for 77 yards.
Second and 2.
On second down, Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second down throw for Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Bills.
From the red zone now. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
Khalil Shakir, incomplete. leads to 2nd and goal.
He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and
throwing
goal.
here, Allen. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Joshua Palmer, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off to the air now. He's got him. That's Dortch. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunky yards there. Give them about 17 of them.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Bills set to take over offensively. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Bass on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And our score 14-7 now here in the 1st.
14, Lions 7.
Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Off play action, Goff. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. He's brought down after a big play, giving him about 19 yards. And that's going to give the Lions the first down. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when our just esteemed stat man Dan slid us the number? Surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have a 100-yard receiver. But those are what the numbers tell you the last decade. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the W.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Another one for Gibbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
This is Gibbs on second down. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Here's Gong. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to be out of bounds very close. We'll see. Now, they say he's short, maybe by about the length of the football. That's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bills and DJ Moore back in possession here. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Play action now with Allen. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
Allen
5.
on 3rd and short. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
10 yards.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
That's completed out to the right. It's going to be forced down there after a gain of about 14. And it'll be first down Buffalo. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Now Allen off the play action. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38. It's 2nd and 10. Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Lost a punch on that completed pass, and they're going to need a far better completion here, 3rd and long. Now Allen. No, he just dropped another. A lot of catches have gone through his hands in this game, Brock. That one brings up 4th down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it is first down Detroit. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Gone. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Pick that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. Now gone. And this one's going to wind up incomplete. He had him over the middle for a second, but he was muscled off that catch. That brings about 4th down. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Bills and DJ Moore back in possession here. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Allen setting up to throw. It's on target to Moore. And give him the first down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run it with Cook. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen looking to throw. Big strike downfield to Coleman. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to be a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw now, Allen. Taking a chance to the end zone. And no touchdown. He knocked it away. The look was there, Brock. They had the guy they wanted. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Josh Palmer.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Here's Allen. Taking a deep shot here. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
A 46-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And that will push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
A fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Gone. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. And that's sack number 1 for the second rounder.
Okay, you know why so many of these guys celebrate and have their sack dances? And it goes back to the 80s. It's because so much work goes into it. You don't see it behind the scenes, but they know it, they feel it, and that's the first of his career.
A second down throw from Goff. He's under pressure again, and again he goes down. Ed Oliver. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
We get to hear defense coaches, Kate, talk about turnovers and sacks can come in bunches. This guy got after it a week ago, and he's not slowing down today.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Goff setting to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force a throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Picked up at the 38. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And they pitch it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Yeah, no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for him here. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. A little excitement on that completion, but in the end, not able to challenge for the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Conklin brings it in. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. So 5 on the catch. 5 still to go on 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Bills going nickel. 3rd down. Goff back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Jack Fong field to defend. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. To the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Back at his own 7-yard line.
Allen to throw. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing here, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts, a little time left as well, so points very much in play here. Off to the air now. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Lions.
Throwing is gone. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
14. And the Lions first down.
Here's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
A gain of 15.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Gonna throw again. Goff. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Throwing again. It's Goff. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left half. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Makes the score.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The folks in Buffalo have been waiting a long time for this one. More from the Lions and the Bills in just a bit. But first, let's check out some of the highlights from the first half. And we center on this man, Josh Allen. His guys have the lead as we get you back out to the inaugural regular season game at the beautiful new Highmark Stadium and rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Dortch now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Geno Stone on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. That's going to bring up third down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Now gone. Taken in by Williams outright. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down from the 42. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Checks it down to Gibbs. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. This is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Goff now on third down. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for Detroit first down.
And the Lions first down.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Gone. And this one's going to end up incomplete. Just too tough to hang on through that contact. It's going to make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw. Gone. Screen here for Gibbs. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. Third and goal. Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on fourth and goal?
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down and goal.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Johnson now on the return. Jukes away from one. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. This is Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. Again, it's Cook. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that's going to give the Bills the first down.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass. And by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass. And then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Going to the ground again on first. Fights his way through a tackle. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory.
Taken down at the
After that little 8-yard
line.
scoot, here comes
It's a gain
2nd and
of
2.
8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Cook. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Ball carrier.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Jack Campbell. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a designed run. It's Allen. And he finds the 6 yards that they needed before the tackler finds him. They've got a first down.
That's good.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Big strike here to Moore. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now for Allen. And he is close. He is right near 250 yards passing after that last play. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Christian Isian on the stop. A gain of 2.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Allen. He keeps it and takes off. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Cook takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
The tackle by
It's
Jack
2nd and
Campbell.
goal.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
He gets it again. He dodged the tackle. And he barrels across for the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Pass on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Lions 13.
Pass now to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Goff setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup to their own 31. That was Dorian Williams with the stop. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down.
At the 31-yard
Hand off running left. Here's Gibbs. Escapes a defender. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's going to give the Lions the first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down from the 42. Now a pitch to Gibbs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 46-yard
Everyone's prepped.
line.
It's 2nd down now. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of
Let's bring in an extra DB out. 3rd down. Goff back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, if he's able to handle his third field goal of the game, he just inch them a little bit closer.
This makes it up to the 25. The Bills and DJ Moore back in possession here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. This is Cook on the handoff. Shoots away from one. Touchdown, Buffalo! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bass on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they add another to their lead.
31, Lions 16.
Pass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Play action here with Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He dodged the tackle. Met there, and the contact takes him to the sideline. It's going to be about a 22-yard gain. And it is first down, Detroit.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lions.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
It's kind of funny, Kay. When you have a really productive day, as he did a week ago on the ground, well over 100 yards, people wonder, can you do it again? That's what this league is often about. Can you do it again? And do it again. And this guy is answering that question today.
That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First down from the 42. Looking to throw here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 36.
Again, left side for Gibbs. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, and they go right back to it. Has some space inside the 15. And he gets home. Touchdown, Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs brought one back earlier and now takes one across.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now a point after to bring it back within one score. And it's up and good, and they've moved back within a possession here in this fourth quarter.
31, Lions 23.
All right, Despite that lead, cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they'll get first down too.
He in this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you do, a knockout punch like that.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from him as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
Throwing here, Allen. He completes it in traffic. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down. Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike.
Formation for Buffalo.
And this one sails out. No return on the punt. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always, that's going to be good for a first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A handoff here for Gibbs on the zone read. Ooh, he made the most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Off to pass now on second down. Into traffic, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All set now, first and 10.
And the Lions first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
A give to Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
28-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Off to the air now. It's on target to Williams. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, he picks up 9 on the play. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Gibbs. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers, that D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knock down that runner.
It's Pacheco on third. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
Throwing is gone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco on the 12th play of that series. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Lions
Here's
will
gone.
set up for the 2-point conversion.
And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Johnson now on the return. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Now, as that play ends, we see somebody hurt down there, and it's James Cook. They're sending the trainers out to check on. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Allen looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
21 more yards. That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd of the game. First one he's running on the ground. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Cade. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Pass is good on the extra point. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bills 38, Lions 31.
Pass now to kick this away.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
Dortch now to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They send a man in motion. Now gone. Left side, caught by Dortch. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it is first down Detroit. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They've got a man in motion. Setting up to pass. Yet another grab for St. Brown. And they haul him down, but we all saw it. Now, that's pretty awkward, partner. This flag should be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, he grabbed whatever he could to make that tackle. Unfortunately, he got a whole lot of face masks, so add even more yards onto that play. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Back to throw. Taken in by Williams outright. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, the second score that he has brought in this season. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe a little bit easier now, at least for the moment. The try is up and good. They have found a way to tie it late here in the fourth quarter. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson with a return here. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Quickly out it goes to Shakir. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Game limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, Allen. He beams one deep right side. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over with a chance to win this game.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stop at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
Throwing on second, Goff. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Now to throw. And he's not going to escape this one. They take him down late in this ball game. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. The Lions readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it'll be 1st down, Buffalo.
On the play. And the Bills, 1st down.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Over the middle to Moore. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
At the 19-yard line.
Davis takes it straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Davis. And it's going to be a final gain of about 11 yards as his work gives them a 1st and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This is a chip shot from the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with. On to their last snap here. Here he goes, 1 final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.